everyone, it's Gordon Howard here, and this video is on the top 20 Christian movies for 2026. So, first we will begin with War Room 2015. War Room is a theologically deep Christian movie that was produced by the Hendrick brothers. This movie has to do with the power of prayer and how anyone can become redeemed regardless of how much wrong they have done before salvation. This movie also highlights how the Lord does not tolerate lukewarmness, and how Christian couples should fight for their marriages. This is a very good movie to watch, and I would highly recommend it. Number 2. Fireproof 2008. Fireproof is a very awesome Christian movie that has saved many marriages. The main idea of the movie is fighting to save a marriage. This movie describes what marriage and true love is, and it shows how a dysfunctional marriage can be healed. I would recommend watching this movie as it's a really good choice. Number 3. Courageous 2011. Courageous is a very awesome movie about what a godly father is. Who a godly father is. This movie describes the damage that fatherlessness has caused to many people. The movie also describes a godly man too, and it is without a doubt one of the best movies out there. This is one of the movies I would recommend the most. Number 4. God's Compass 2016. God's Compass is a brilliant movie that has to do with God's guidance. How we each have second chances are highlighted too. It's a great movie that does not water down the gospel, as this movie stays true to God's word, just like the other 19 movies on this list. The purpose of lists like these is to make it easier to find Christian movies with sound doctrine. Number 5. Repentance Vow 2020. This movie is about what love really is, and the movie highlights the differences between true love and false love. The movie also talks about what marriage is supposed to be like, and how there will be times when things are awesome, and then times when things are rough. This film, along with Fireproof, are one of the best movies about marriage that I have ever watched. The movie also shows that we should not treat the opposite gender like objects. Number 6. Hidden Secrets 2006. This movie has to do with dealing with grief and also overcoming the challenges we sometimes face in life. The movie also shows how self-righteousness can rear its ugly head. The movie also does a wonderful job providing the answers to some of life's most complicated questions, or some of the most commonly asked questions about the gospel. Number 7. Royal Ashes 2022. This wonderful movie is something that people of all ages would enjoy watching, just like the other movies on this list. The movie does a wonderful presentation showing that sometimes life will throw us curveballs or unwanted things that we didn't ask for. This is a very cool movie. Remember that preachy movies are awesome, and the preachy movies are also my most favorite movies as well. Preachy movies are the best movies out there, and when a movie is preachy, it is a good thing. When a person says that they hate preachy movies, then that means that either that person hates the gospel, or they just don't like that the movie doesn't water down the gospel. It's always a good thing when a Christian movie stays true to God's word and does not water down the gospel. Number 8. Joy of Horses 2024. This equestrian movie shows a mixture of how to overcome hardships and also how to properly choose the right person of the opposite gender when dating, since the purpose of dating is to find someone of the opposite gender whom you could potentially marry. That's also the reason why some parents will not let their children date until they're 18. Number 9. Princess Cut 2, 2021. This movie teaches us how we must keep our eyes on Jesus even during hardships. The reason why God sends us trials is to test us, and then if we pass that test, then there is sanctification. The purpose of the trials is to make us stronger in our faith. This movie does a wonderful job displaying the difference between what we must do during trials and what we must not do during trials. Number 10. What Would Jesus Do 2010. This wonderful movie displays how we should seek to glorify God in all aspects of life, even if it means making the hardest choices or turning down opportunities that seem like the best opportunities. This is a very good movie, especially for new Christians. Number 11, Emily's Rainbow in 2016. This is a cute movie that is really fun to watch. The movie shows that those with mental disorders are humans with real feelings too, and are not aliens. It's a wonderful movie to watch, and this movie even shows us how we should treat others as well. Number 12. Sunrise in Heaven 2020. This movie teaches us about how a relationship is supposed to work. It's a nice, wonderful movie, especially if you love movies with an old-fashioned theme to it. I love how this movie teaches Christian conservative values about how we should pursue relationships. Number 13. Shake Off the World 2015. This movie teaches us that we should be set apart from the world. We must side with God over the world. This is one of the coolest movies to watch, and it displays following Christ. This movie is awesome, and I would recommend watching it. Number 14. Trust 2018. This movie is based on the account of Job's life in a similar way. This movie teaches us that we should endure hardships and that we should forgive those who have wronged us. This is a bold movie to watch, and I would definitely recommend watching this movie, especially if you're going through hardships right now. Number 15. Uncommon 2015. This movie is about being salt and light and following the Lord among a worldly environment. This is a bold movie that stays true to God's word, and it's a very nice movie. This movie does a wonderful job presenting some of the damages that public schools have caused over the past several decades, especially when it came to infringing on the freedom of speech. Number 16. In His Steps 2013. This movie is like another version of the 2010 movie What Would Jesus Do? This movie also shows how we must seek to glorify God in all that we do. The movie even shows how self-righteousness can cause others to be burdened. This is a wonderful movie, and this movie is certainly better than the garbage Hollywood releases these days. In fact, all of the movies on this list are better than the Hollywood nonsensical movies that they're releasing these days. Number 17. 2 Tango 2013. This is a cute movie that teaches us that relationships are not meant to be played with, and that they are supposed to be taken seriously. The movie also teaches us not to be unequally yoked. This is a beautiful romance movie, and if you love romance movies, then this movie is for you. I would recommend watching this cute romance movie. Number 18. Home Beyond the Sun 2004. This is an awesome movie that teaches about hope and compassion. It's a really nice movie to watch, and this movie is theologically rich. It is a must-watch indeed, and there's also some parts that are thrilling. Number 19. Like Arrows 2018. This is an awesome movie about how a Christian family should be raised, and how godly parenting works. This movie is very awesome, and I would recommend watching this wonderful movie. The movie also shows how godly parenting has a positive impact on the future generations of your family. When parents raise their children in a godly way, then there's a very good chance that the children will then use the same godly parenting that their parents did. Maybe in different variations, and so on, in future generations. Number 20. This Was Not to Heaven 2017. This is a cute romance movie about overcoming certain fears, and the certain fears are overcome in a cute way. It's a really beautiful movie to watch. The movie also shows how dating can be an adventure if done right. The adventure part is icing on the cake, since the main purpose of dating is to find the person of the opposite gender to marry, since when a person dates, he or she will see if the person of the opposite gender is the one. The adventure part of dating is also icing on the cake because there are some times when things will be complicated, and then there's times when things are cool. The highlight of the cool times are going to be the adventure. This is a cute movie that I would recommend. Surprisingly, it was not easy for me to put this list together because I was briefly describing each of these movies without spoiling them. So that is it for this podcast. Have a nice day, and goodbye.